Yo, what's going on, peoples? It's your boy Low Key, back with another Shill stream. Today is Saturday. It is the weekend. So today, we're gonna have a shorter stream than we normally do. We try to keep it an hour on the weekdays for anybody that's new. I'm doing the Shill stream every night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm talking Monday to Sunday. I mean every single night. So whenever you got time and you want to just chill and talk about crypto, come to the Shill stream. We don't think everything's going to the moon, but we like to just talk about all types of projects, have debates, share thoughts, everything really, man. So everyone's welcome. Any single project that you enjoy, you are welcome. Whether you're a Bitcoin maximalist, ETH maximalist, if you're diversified, Bitcoin SV, XRP, everybody's welcome, man. Cardano, everybody's welcome. So this doesn't seem like the most welcoming title that I have on my thumbnail, which is most crypto is a scam. And I'm probably just gonna honestly, maybe that wasn't the best, way of phrasing it. But in general, crypto might not be a scam. However, it's pumped up to be way more than it is, really. There's a lot of hype built behind it. And what's happening is the people at the top are getting really big bags of money, and they continue to get big bags of money, while an average investor is continuously getting wrecked. So I just wanted to put some thoughts in the air, some critical thinking for people. All right, so this is not really to just come at any project. It's just to open people's minds up. Before we go ahead and do that, obviously, if you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do, man. We're getting our subs up over here. You can see the count is definitely going up, 1420. All you gotta do is look at last week's and you'll see, man, this thing is definitely going up. So I appreciate everybody that's been subbing. It seems like most people are reluctant to give the Shill stream a try, and then when they get here, they're like, wow, this is kind of fun. So yeah, so subscribe to the channel. Thank you for the folks who have already hit the like button. If you haven't already, please do so. I appreciate you guys for dropping by as usual. And man, this is nice seeing this go up. So aside from YouTube, make sure you follow me on Twitter as well. Not a lot going on. Typo over here. Mastermind, yo, what's up? Hey, Mastermind, what's good, man? Glad to see you back to the Shill stream. Missed you for a few days. See you got some free time on the weekend. That's what's up. For me, the weekend is a little free time for myself too. So 30-minute streams, keeping it nice, short and sweet. Yeah, anybody that's not following me on Twitter, check me out. I'm not really saying a lot of stuff. I'm asking a couple questions. For example, wondering when Block One will start marketing Voice, their social media platform, because beta is less than 3 weeks away, man. So here's a couple responses that I got, right? Colin Talks Crypto. I simply like this tweet. I didn't respond to it because I got a lot of respect for this guy, but to me, this is nothing but pure speculation. And, what am I supposed to say to pure speculation? Mr. Lodak, what's up? So wondering when Block One will start marketing. He said they may not market it at that stage. It's likely just for inner crypto circle testing. My guess is the advertising will kick in during the official release on one or more EOS.io mainnets. Could be 6 to 12 months at a guess. Yeah, that's just his gut feeling, just put into text. I don't know what. Maybe he has some reason to believe that, but he said at a guess. Why one or more EOS.io mainnets? I know they're gonna have their own EOS.io mainnet. It's not gonna be EOS. Mastermind said, bought my first wax today. Hey Sean, what up, G's? Salute to you. Welcome back to the Shill stream, of course. So that was what Colin said about Voice launching. I don't know where he gets the idea of one or more EOS.io mainnets, other than the fact that they're gonna launch it on a EOS.io mainnet that's not public, that we know of, one that we don't know about for sure. Crypto Bob says, voice will keep getting pushed off until we are in a bullish market. Then the marketing will blow people's minds. Either EOS will succeed or greatly die after the euphoria. I kind of agree with this guy. It's either gonna succeed or fail. My main Shiller on the trigger. Yo, I like that. My main Shiller on the trigger. You already know. Oh man, Rebenzo, what up, man? Glad to see you back. You know, weekend Shill stream, quick 30-minute run. Hey, by the way, yesterday, I'm about saying, hey man, I want to have myself a couple beers and stuff. I've been having stomach problems all week, man. I went and bought me a 12-pack, and ironically, 12-pack of Coronas. Maybe that's what it is. Your boy got coronavirus. Oh no. Nah, that's not funny for anybody that actually got sick, but on my second Corona, I got halfway through and already running to the bathroom. Like, I don't know what it is. So since then, I just had 2 shots of Pepto-Bismol, and I'm just kind of fasting at this point. So your boy's not looking healthy, man. Like, it's not fun. Definitely not fun. Let's make sure this volume is not too loud. Bring it down. Flashless smoke. I was looking like Flash just moments ago. So B Sample also said that Brendan from Block 1 confirmed, you know, he said their marketing will begin after the alpha is released. So maybe that's why we're not seeing that much about voice. Maybe it is for the inner crypto circle. See, I got a couple notifications. We'll check that out in a moment when we get off of this. So like I was saying, man, most crypto is a scam. I kind of really do feel that way. And you know what? It might not be a scam in terms of them working. But they overhype everything that they do in crypto. Sean said, Colin flip-flops. I like him sometimes, but some things he says are suspect. And EOS is not looking so good right now. The network is unusable, and he promotes that B trash. Oh, Bitcoin Cash. That alone has me sus. Yeah, I kind of feel you. I did notice he's been talking about Bitcoin Cash lately. Like, what's that about? Like, out of nowhere. Has he been like a big Bitcoin Cash supporter? It's interesting. You know, I don't really know him very well. He started using my music from that voice thing that I played yesterday in his intros, which was pretty cool. We chatted a little bit on Telegram, but not really much after that. But I did feel like, what are you really telling me here on this tweet? But you know, he know a lot about the space. I don't know what he was thinking here. But yeah, EOS is not usable right now. The actual EOS main chain. Damn, I was talking about my stomach. I'm feeling it right now. Sheesh. Yeah, EOS main chain is barely usable right now, especially for the average new user. Like you will not be able to onboard new users. Mastermind said Dan Larimer has been eerily quiet lately too. February is supposed to bring in a fix for the CPU issues on EOS, I think, when Rex resets. Yeah, that's what I heard. When Rex resets, that's when it's supposed to be fixed. But it's like, yeah, man, like, what's going on? Voice is coming out in like, the beta's coming out in 2 to 3 weeks. It's less than 3 weeks. And we haven't been hearing much from Dan Larimer. We haven't been hearing much from Brendan Bloomer. We haven't even been hearing much from their new CEO of Voice. You know, all he said was like, thanks, you know, happy to be here. And then EOS is still not very usable. I see, Mastermind, you said you bought Wax. What's interesting about Wax, yeah, I mean, Wax is like the one that people are turning to. It seems like the more popular dApps turn to Wax, but like, my thing is like, I'm not saying you went all in, but I'm not really gonna be jumping too heavy into like more EOS platforms, EOS IO platforms, if EOS itself is not doing well. And it has the most liquidity, it has the most people involved in the project, it has the most developers building on the project, it has everything that, you know, a blockchain needs at a much larger scale than any other EOS IO blockchain. You know, I'm not saying that it has everything it needs entirely, but in terms of what you need on a blockchain, which is just, you know, liquidity, you know, meaning you want to be able to trade this token. You know, it has fiat on ramps to be able to buy the token, so that's still liquidity in a sense. It has exchange listings, decentralized exchanges. It has plenty of developers that are potentially, you know, building on it. It's really like, for me, it doesn't really make sense to go too much in on another EOS IO chain before EOS can prove itself to be successful. Yes, it shows that it can put a lot of high throughput, but you know, for transactions, but it's still not seeing Ethereum in terms of adoption. He said, I watched a recent interview with the CEO of Wax on everything EOS. Liked what he said, traded some EOS for it. I started watching it. He was talking about Tether in the beginning for a long time, and I was like, I'm out of here. I just got kind of bored with it. I don't know. He seemed too cool for me. Like I think everybody should think highly of themselves. At my first initial impression, that's what it seemed like for him, that he thought a little too highly of himself. But I could be really, really way wrong. So I don't want to just put any judgment out on anybody just off of a few minutes of watching a video. But that's the impression that I got. Hopefully I'm just wrong. Feel free to correct me if anybody has ever spoken to him or, you know, seen the whole interview or anything. But that's what it came off as. Definitely been in a biz for a long time though. So most crypto is a scam. Well, the reason I was saying this is because I'm not gonna lie, guys, and you're gonna probably I don't know, feel some type of way when I say this, but Bitcoin is kind of feeling like not so important to me anymore. Like almost kind of like a pyramid, for real. I mean, I've seen people, you know, say this before. You know, it's just about, you know, getting in earlier and other people buying at a higher price later. And I've defended this idea, but you know what? You know, the thing is, yeah, Bitcoin, the main differences between Bitcoin and just other forms of money is just that, you know, it's decentralized. So it's not ran by one government or anything like that. It's really ran by, you know, people on a network from all over the world. Amazing. And then it's deflationary currency. Well, in the sense of it has a cap. You know, it's not like its currency gets actually burned or anything, but it has a cap. You know, 21 million coins, and that's that. You know, censorship resistant. You know, there's a lot of things that make Bitcoin like really cool, but in reality, like it really, sad to say, like the same way a paper dollar, you know, I don't know why I'm showing this, but like a paper dollar doesn't really have much value. Like, what does Bitcoin do other than transfer? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does it do other than transfer and transact? And it might be good enough, but the fact that it's not scaling really doesn't make it good enough. And now you want to add second layers on top of it. You know, maybe it does play as a gold. Maybe it plays as a gold. But what really makes it not a pyramid? You know, a pyramid scheme, not scam. People really mistaken the word scheme for scam a lot of times. And what really makes it not a scheme? You know, and I hold Bitcoin. This is just me just trying to challenge people's thoughts, which is what I said I would do in the beginning of this video. Ethereum, for years, has been promising to scale. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, Ethereum is my choice, man. Ethereum is my choice. I rocks with Ethereum. Y'all know what it is. Like, I love everything happening on Ethereum. And it's gotten better. We're gonna get back to Ethereum. I'm gonna be a little biased because I don't really have bad stuff to say about Ethereum. Rebenzo421 says Bitcoin's main problem I see is its lack of fungibility. Like I was saying yesterday, I didn't really look into exactly what you were talking about, and it was on my mind too. But I just didn't really have a lot of time to do as much research as I wanted on just regular things. Not gonna lie to you, this year, side note, like this year for me is go mode. Like, what I made sure I did was, didn't make no New Year's resolution. I made sure that end of the year I started doing my stream, because I planned on making 2020 like boom. Okay, I see what you're saying. 1 Bitcoin does not equal 1 Bitcoin. Yeah, there's so many other Bitcoin forks. There's and because Bitcoin is just a trade, like you could just trade it, right? The fact that people are backed is just settling with I forgot what you call it, but they're doing cash settlements. It really just does change, Bitcoin not equaling 1 Bitcoin, because people are kind of easily able to replicate it, whereas a smart contract platform is different because it has a use case that's different from just transferring back and forth. And then a privacy coin also is different too, because it's a privacy coin. I'm sorry, like it has something else to it. You know what I'm saying? It has it has something it's coupled with. I'm not trying to talk bad about Bitcoin, but I understand what you mean by that. And I don't know if I agree with that fully, but I kind of see where you're coming from, if that's what you meant. Yeah, so dang, what was I saying about yeah, so this year I plan on really just like super grinding, and I've been trying to figure out like what kind, even just finding out what I want to research for the day sometimes is annoying, because you're gonna see little by little, because I see all of y'all are into it. Like, I'll probably include certain stocks I'm buying. I'll probably include how much cash I'm trying to save on the side. I'll probably include, what I'm trying to do to get into more real estate. Got the first house, we're getting comfortable. What the plans are to get into the second one. Gonna probably talk about what I'm doing with my credit. My credit's decent, but I'm trying to get it to another level right now. And in the next few months, I'll be talking about these things, and I'll probably be doing some formal videos when I do start doing these things. But I'll probably do it on the Shill stream too, man. And then we might have people in here talking about all types of financial stuff. He says Bitcoin will remain king for now, but I don't think forever. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at too. So I don't think so either. And I honestly think these are the guys that's gonna take it, man. And this is why, this is part of the reason why. So Ethereum Enterprise Alliance, that's what the EEA is. Now, this is different from the Ethereum Foundation, right? The Ethereum Enterprise Alliance is a group of companies that are coming together to make an enterprise-ready product for Ethereum use. And there's a lot of companies on this list, man. There's a lot of companies on this list. So I'm about to show you right now. So wait, let's see if we can read what it says. So the EEA is a global community of blockchain leaders, adopters, innovators, developers, and businesses from around the world, collaborating to bring about solutions. Whatever, that was pretty plain, right? Plain. So EEA members, these are all the companies that are part of the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance. Look at the list of companies, guys. This is why, like, nobody's gonna be ahead of Ethereum. I'm sorry. And we're not just talking about like companies that nobody's ever heard about, Let's see if we could find some. Banco Santander. Santander Bank, ever heard of them? Let's see who else we can find. Citibank. Ever heard of them? Hey, the crypto type, what's up? Let's see who else. And I'm just kind of just going through. I wasn't even planning. I'm like, let me just find some good companies that you guys probably heard of. First National Bank. Intel. Ever heard of Intel? Ba-boom. Hey, Joseph Gotti, what's up? Let's see what other companies we can find. Oh, JP Morgan Chase Bank. Wow. Okay, so these are another. John Hancock. Life insurance. These are all companies that are working to make Ethereum enterprise ready. All these companies. Oh, snap. Microsoft. No surprise there. They've been using Engine. Microsoft. All of these companies are working with Ethereum. All of them. Now, they might not have a heavy hand in it, but like, they're doing stuff. Piffy Coin said, what's up, low key? I'm thinking about dumping my alts too, trying to hold until the next pumps. Hey, man, you know, obviously nothing that I say is financial advice, you know, and I'm not trying to encourage people to go one way or another. I just don't want to speculate as much anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. You're gonna, like, the problem when you dump your coins, like when you just sell your alts, is you're gonna see a lot of them pump and it's gonna give you anxiety. I know what that's like. You sell your coins and then you start seeing them. I told you I sold my Engine. Which coin do you see going up today? Engine right here. Almost 9 cents, you know, past 8.5 cents. While everything else is red. Well, not everything else, but a lot of red. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it causes anxiety a lot of times. But what's happened for me since I've been really like, the reason I'm focusing so much on ETH is because I can use it to make money. I can actually make money with Ethereum without trading it. I don't have to trade it, you know? And when I say Ethereum, like within the Ethereum ecosystem. So right now, you know, I got my DeFi saver. I don't know if I'm logged into my Ethereum. Let me make sure. Yeah, I am. To my MetaMask is what I meant. So, So Matt Sandstrom said, just upgraded Scatter to 12.0, much better. Okay, I'm gonna try that out. I'm definitely gonna upgrade. Mastermind said alts are at their lows right now to be selling, in his opinion. My worry is just like, do they have any sign of not going any lower? Like, people are expecting an altcoin run to happen. You know, maybe, maybe not. I think that if an altcoin run happens, like Ethereum should be pretty safe there. As you guys can see, I'm up to 15 Ethereum just about 2 weeks ago. I've been working on trying to stack my 32 Ethereum. Every day that I look at this, I've been just thinking about selling a little bit more Bitcoin. Really not liking Bitcoin. I never, like, let's see, let me think about it. I don't think I've ever really used Bitcoin, like actually used it, like paid somebody in Bitcoin. You know how people are like, oh, you could use it to do X, Y, and Z. Like, I don't think I've ever paid somebody in Bitcoin before, ever. I've gotten paid in, and I've never gotten paid in Bitcoin. Yeah, I've never gotten paid in Bitcoin. I get paid in, I gotten paid in Tron before. I've gotten paid in Ethereum. I've gotten paid in DAI tokens. Never got paid in Bitcoin, and I've never paid with Bitcoin. But Ethereum, I can't say the same. And then on top of that, like, I just use Ethereum for stuff like this, decentralized finance, trying to stack my coin. Like, there's no way for me to get more Bitcoin with my Bitcoin right now. And with Ethereum, there are ways to do that. You know what I'm saying? So Mr. Lodex said he's tipped in Bitcoin numerous times on his buddy's channel. Well, that's good then. That's good. And Piffy Coins, yeah, I like Engine, but I'm just waiting, you know, for things to pick up. Actually, let me see if I seen what's his name said. Matt asked if how do I get this layout? This is just how it looks. They upgraded their thing, man. Hey, so Joseph Say Gotti was being very generous and wanted to offer me some of his rewards from Brave Browser and Basic Attention Token. I really appreciate that, man. I was wondering at first because he was like, yo, we could just split the Basic Attention Token. I'm like, what do I gotta do for it? You know, DM me. Nah, but all jokes aside, if you did wanna, let's see, if you did want to send it to me, and all you need is the address, I'll copy my address and just put it in the chat, and you can send it there, man. I really appreciate that. Whenever you're ready, I'll send the bat, and I'd like half, please. So this is from Uphold. All right, Joseph, that's my address. Send me yours, and that's cool with me. Matt says his just says no CDP found on the manage page. Well, you got to be logged into your. Oh, well, you got to start one. Log into your MetaMask. You got to start one in order for it to, like. This is how it looks when it's there. And then I got my automate on. You probably gonna see something more like this. It didn't look like this until I really started one. I think I did it live on one of my Shill streams, bro. You gotta start a CDP, a collateralized debt position. Basically, do you know what DeFi Saver does? Because I think I did it live on this video. Let's see where I did it at. Yeah, let's pause this real quick. I think I did it live on this video. We're gonna multiply our Ethereum right now, live in front of the people, man. And yes, as Crypto Fee says, smash that like button. Thank you very much, bro. So here I am on DeFiSaver.com. Rebenzo, that is correct. That's exactly what it is. So basically what you could do, what this is meant to do, we're gonna keep the music off and keep it simple. You got your Ethereum and you don't want to spend it. So you can get a loan with the Ethereum that you have. So what you do is you can deposit it as collateral. You know what I mean? You know what collateral is. And they'll allow you a certain amount of DAI tokens that you can borrow. Once you pay back those DAI tokens, you can actually remove your Ethereum. So what I like to do is borrow DAI tokens and buy more Ethereum. And when I buy more Ethereum, I deposit it again. It gives me more collateral more debt that I can draw out. And I buy more Ethereum again. So now I've been depositing my own Ethereum and then repeating that process. So some of this is me that just bought it myself. Some of this is what I bought with the DAI tokens that I borrowed or generated, really. Now, basically, if the price of Ethereum just shoots up, I'm going to be able to pay this debt off with a lot less Ethereum than I actually deposited to begin with. Also, so I'm really just locking in Ethereum at this price. I do have a strong faith that Ethereum's going to grow in price and I'll be able to pay this debt off with less Ethereum. But nonetheless, I just want to stack my Ethereum, and I'm cool with paying this debt off little by little. So, you know, whether the price of Ethereum goes up or not, I just want to lock in as much Ethereum as I can. And then later on, I'll just start to pay this debt off bit by bit. So that's basically what I'm doing. However, I'm able to withdraw a certain amount of Ethereum as well right now too. So not all of this is locked. I just don't want to get liquidated. So the more collateral I have in here, the more protection I have from getting liquidated is really what that is. So my liquidation price right now is $122.31. So if the price of Ethereum goes under this, basically what's going to happen is, out of the Ethereum that's mine that I deposited, it's going to do it in the background. It's going to sell as much as it needs to cover this debt. And then it's going to charge me like a 15% fee for getting liquidated. So you don't want to get liquidated. But however, the remainder will still come back to me. So it's pretty safe. You know, you can get hit with a fee that you don't want to get hit with. It's pretty safe. So that's what I'm doing. That's just how I'm trying to stack my ETH, man. That's basically it. And Matt, this is maybe you could check out this video, but look, this is like a nice all I did was go to dashboard, and that was it. With Ethereum, so I'm gonna show you guys exactly how decentralized finance works, and we're gonna go from. All right, we're not gonna watch myself just like that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing with this. Correct. That is correct. I'm paying 6% to do the borrowing. That video, it stands out because I got this big red live on here, but it's 2 weeks ago. So if you go to my videos, it's gonna be like the third row down. Maybe gonna go to the fourth row, but like 3 weeks ago, and it got the big red live on there. So DeFi live. So yes, and that is another thing, like you said, there is a 6% fee that you're paying to do this in general. So that's how you know, the contract makes money in the background and stuff like that. There's a 6% fee. So just know that as well. So that's what I'm paying, is 6% to make sure that I keep all this Ethereum at the price that I bought it. So now if Ethereum goes to $300 tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? I could pay this back with a lot less. It's however you want to freak it. Some people don't want to buy more Ethereum with it. You can just deposit Ethereum and pull out some DAI tokens and go buy EOS if you want to. You can go buy Bitcoin if you want to. But for me, because the collateral requires Ethereum, it's like this loop. It's just this loop that you could get into. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to buy more Ethereum with it. You can buy whatever you want with it. Yeah, Rubenzo, this is exactly what people will do. They'll take this out for emergencies without selling their ETH. That's exactly what it's for. So during the bear market, this is a really great tool because you can get Ethereum. I was buying, the last time I was doing this, I was buying Ethereum starting in the 90s, high 90s. I was buying it like 95, something like that, $98 up to like 120. And then when Ethereum was like 250, I started letting it go. He said, you don't miss out if ETH goes to 300. No, if ETH goes to 300, my debt stays the same. This is how much debt I have. So if ETH goes to 300, I will be able to to pay this debt off with 4.5, like not even 4.5 Ethereum. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Joseph say Gotti sent those BAT donations to me. Hey man, send me your Ethereum address however you want to. If you want to email it to me, just whatever you want to do, then I'll send you half of that basic attention token that you earned from Uphold. Sorry about the double post. Nah, man, don't worry about it, man. I'm not even, nobody's tripping off of that, man. So some of the things I wanted to talk about, which I know I said half an hour stream, but you know, whatever, we kind of chilling real quick. So, you know, I'm big on Ethereum. Yeah, okay. XRP, you know, I'm not saying they're a scam, but like they have been continuously selling. So look, now Ripple CEO, Brad Garlinghouse is talking about they might IPO. They've been raising money for a long time now, and now they're talking about IPO. I just, you know, man, how much money do you need for a product that is barely live? None of us, like, can any of us use it? You let me know if you've used XR, like really used Ripple for what it's made for. I'd like to know if anybody else has, because I know I haven't. I want to see if this email came through that I tried to. Nope, hasn't came through. Dang. Okay. But yeah, you tell me if you've been able to use XRP for what it's made for. Hey, Crypto Fees, what up? Hey, yeah, I'm definitely a Ethereum fan, man. You already know that. Happy Lux, what's going on? Big Ethereum fan, you heard? The only project really doing it right now, man. Everybody else just talking about building a tech and arguing about governance and stuff like that. Meanwhile, I'm really using DeFi. But I'm still excited about some of those projects though. Ripple is not a crypto, it's a centralized utility token. And you might be right about that as well. So XRP, they've been selling a bunch of XRP. Yeah, DeFi every night, man, because DeFi is the only way that we can actually make money in crypto without trading. You know what I mean? Without having those trading skills and without massive speculation. You know what I'm saying? So DeFi is like really, it's really the wave. And on top of that, like there's just, you know, DeFi is starting to like, there's attempts for DeFi on EOS. There's attempts on, you know, Tron, but really, you know, the only other platform that really had DeFi was BitShares. But you know, even that has really significantly slowed down. Ethereum has the liquidity that people need. It has the listings that people need. On DeFi, you don't really need the speed as much as you would need for like a video game or gambling or something like that. So, you know, that's really what I'm really excited about right now. So XRP, man, look at just the way they start the sentence is crazy. XRP sales in Q4 dropped 80% from 66.24 million sold in Q3 to just over 13 million. Literally, Ripple sells like they dump XRP on a regular basis, bro. Q3 was $66 million of XRP every single quarter. Like, come on, man. 144 million in Q2. This is what they doing, bro. Just consistently selling XRP. I can't, you know, I be talking to my homeboy. He just don't seem to understand why people call it centralized as opposed to some of these other chains. You know, because Ethereum might have started, you know, in a small environment or closed maybe even environment. I'm not sure. And I try to explain to him, you know, because he's like, why don't they count the total supply as the circulating supply? I'm like, what don't you get? Nobody had an opportunity to get any of these coins. The Ripple Foundation is the only people that have control over the circulating supply growing. They're the only ones. If they decide to hold the rest of them, then this doesn't grow. You know, unlike on Bitcoin and Ethereum, it don't work that way. On Bitcoin, there's people mining. On Ethereum, there's people mining. On XRP, Ripple controls that large portion of the supply. You know, and I'm not against Ripple and XRP. I just, you know what I'm saying? I can't resonate with that. Start small, think big. What's up? And somehow they still managed to hold number 3. Crazy, right? Well, I'm worried for XRP people. So that when I said most crypto is a scam, I'm not saying XRP is a scam or Ripple is a scam at all. But I just want people to challenge themselves with critical thinking, critical questions, and ask, can I use this right now? Is this usable? You know what I'm saying? Like when Netflix came out, like it blew up because of it was something people were using. It made sense. It was convenient for people. It wasn't just the idea of it. People loved Netflix because they were using it. What about Uber? Yeah, of course, you would have loved to have been an angel investor in Uber, but in general, like people used Uber. That's where the value came from. And with these coins, you don't have to wait now. Like, they're available, they're on the market. So maybe we should wait for people to start using them. That's just how I'm approaching crypto. Lance asked me, what can I say about XLM? Well, I'll tell you right now. Total supply of XLM. Let's see if we could I already went off about this before. Maybe I could just Google it for you. D-Wave said XLM is a scam. You know what? I don't know if it's a scam, but it might be. Okay. Stellar burns coins. This is what I could say about XLM. Stellar burns over 55 billion tokens worth $4.7 billion US dollars. There's no way it really had 4.7 billion US dollars worth of value if you just burn them. That just makes no sense. I have no problem with the project itself. No problem with the project. However, they were like over 100 billion coins of total supply, and the foundation, the Stellar Foundation, held on to most of that, and they burned 55 billion. Majority of the coins, they burned them. Talk about centralization. Like, seriously, talk about centralization. Now, yeah, there's the argument, okay, now they hold less. They still hold more than the entire circulating supply. So, talk about centralization. I think this just was it showed you how much cryptocurrency doesn't hold value. You know what I mean? When people argue about it being intangible, this was the prime example of cryptocurrency not being tangible. You know what I mean? They just burned 55 billion tokens. Why? They were supposed to be distributing this around the entire world. I don't dislike Stellar, but this is not supposed to be just, a happy-go-lucky video. This is for critical thinking. Rebenzo, I'm interested, and I think I might be getting me some privacy coins, some Monero, and some Zcash. I think a lot of people are picking up the Zcash technology. That's why I'm thinking about getting some Zcash. But Monero, I think is this is what I'm gonna be probably buying next. In fact, I got a little bit of Bitcoin on Coinbase. Probably gonna be, trying to get me some Monero, man. To be honest, like Nem, bro, I haven't heard of Nem in a long time. Crypto Fee said Monero is the way to go. Only true private chain. Yeah, because it's like natively private. You know what I mean? Joseph Segati had asked before. He said, what are your thoughts on DEXs? I hear the BISC is a true open source decentralized exchange. Even though their minimum deposit is pretty high, it's better than local Bitcoins for sure. No KYC. I heard that about BISC, but I don't really know. I just don't know. I haven't really looked into it. This is why I like Ethereum, because their decentralized exchanges work on smart contracts. They work on smart contracts. So I don't really have to vet it out the same way. Once I see Bitcoin on a decentralized exchange, I'm like, is it really a decentralized exchange? Because I'm worried. You know what I'm saying? There are projects that are supposed to be coming out, like Thorchain, that's supposed to be allowing people to do atomic swaps and things of that nature. So we'll see. But for me, decentralized exchanges are the new DEX, you know, on EOS, and then, you know, all the Ethereum decentralized exchanges. But I don't really know much about Bisq Exchange. This is the one where they have like all different types of currencies you could use. Like, I was laughing with Crypto and Culture, because they even got the Haitian good you could use to buy, man. Crypto Feast said Nem fell off when Japan chose Mona coin. Let's see. Dash isn't bad either. I enjoyed using it before. I've used yeah, I know Zcash is optional privacy. Same thing with Dash, right? Dash uses like a mixer or something like that. I like Dash, man. I've used Dash a couple of times and I like that project. I don't think it hurts to have them. And I think that their foundation is like focused on a goal out there in Venezuela and a couple other places. Zcoin is interesting as hell. Let's check out Zcoin. Been seeing this around too. Okay, I could look into this, because I do think privacy is big. But like, you know, a lot of isn't Ethereum talking about adding ZK snarks, which is like privacy technology? And then Josh says, any chance XMR gets banned someday? Yes. I do think so. But you know what? Like, I don't think it's likely. I just think that it's a possibility. You know, I think that privacy is extremely necessary, and I don't think it will die. I think it might even add value to Monero, because it would be going against the reason that it exists in the first place. So yeah, I don't know much about Grin and Beam myself either. They use like some Mimblewimble technology that Litecoin is trying to implement. Lance Doriel says Cardano is legit. So I've been trying to challenge everybody. The only thing I haven't really been challenging, shout out to everybody that's in this thing right now. We got 19 viewers. Hit that like button whenever you get a chance, people. And thanks for stopping by on this Saturday night. So I've been challenging almost every project that people been throwing out, except for those privacy coins, really. So we talked about Stellar burning coins. What about Litecoin? Charlie Lease, you know, he sold all his crypto during the top. So, and really, Litecoin is meant to be what? It's meant to be the silver to Bitcoin being the gold. So what is Bitcoin Cash? What is Bitcoin SV? Like, there's too many currencies in between Litecoin. I don't really see much of the point. Hey, Jonathan Del Rio, what up? But Cardano, if Cardano's a legit project, Lance, and shout out to you, Lance. This is just us being critical on everything tonight. I just wanted to be critical. I feel like a lot of these crypto projects are extremely pumping their projects without any use case behind it. And just think about it in general. You know, there's all types of, you know, development platforms out there, web building platforms, applications and stuff. You don't see people flooding like, oh my God, mass adoption for WordPress. Like, even though WordPress is fairly mass adopted, you don't see people going out there like, oh my God, this new protocol came out for I don't know, C++, this and that. Like, nobody's going crazy about this stuff. So people need to stop acting like the masses are just running towards these blockchains that have these promises of the future, because most of them are not even live and functional. Cardano is not exempt from this. Cardano has, to my knowledge, no smart contracts running on it. I've sent the Cardano before, and it took like, I don't even know. It took like 20 minutes. Nah, maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe it took like 10 minutes or 5 even. But I'm like, what? This is the next gen blockchain? How? Did the staking start on Cardano? Like, where are the dApps? You know, that's basically what I'm trying to find out. Where are the dApps? So, Pivycoin said Decred is the new Litecoin. Decred been around for a while. I see that they've been putting in work, but it's just, like it says, the new Litecoin. So it's just another currency coin that's trying to compete with Bitcoin. And if not compete with Bitcoin, they're just trying to be like, hey, people hodl Bitcoin, so use us. What? Makes no sense to me. Decred. Very low supply out. Mastermind said he sold all his ADA in 2018 after the January pump and never looked back. That's what's up. Rubenzo said Charles Hoskinson is sketchy for his liking. D-Wave said Cardano will go under 1 cent. What is it at? Oh, wow. That'll be rough. Yeah, I gotta admit, you never really hear about it in the news. I have no freaking idea. Monero needs its spot. Word. Matt Sandstrom said ADA is making me 16% pay every day. 16% annual returns. You're getting some of that every day, or 16% every day. So that would be scary. I wouldn't even. But what are you doing? Are you staking? And like, are we just staking the stake, or is it doing something on the network? Like, is it helping with dApps or something? Like, I'm just wondering. Mastermind said, still think EOS hasn't had its true moment in the spotlight yet. I think 2020 will be the year for EOS to prove itself, or I'll start having doubts myself. Yeah, it's still early, man. You know, I know people say that a lot, that it's still early, but like, I think it's proven a lot for itself in the time span that it's been released, and that alone gives me, you know, enough leeway to give them more of a chance, because in 1 year, look how much they've done. You know, it's been a year and a half basically for EOS, and they've done a lot in that time period, being the number one in terms of throughput, number one blockchain in terms of throughput, you know, dApps that have been built on it. There's a bunch of sister or side chains or mainnets that's using the EOS.io technology. So, you know, if we could see something like IBC, inter-blockchain connection happen, EOS has a good shot still, you know. If we're gonna give Ethereum such a long opportunity to get upgraded, then, you know, I think it's only fair that we give EOS a chance. So, hey, we just got a sub. That's what's up. It's been a little while since I got like a sub live on the channel, man. Let's see. What else? Just say, Gotti, if we were all on it. Okay, D-Wave said ICX is much better. I need to watch, what's his name did a video on ICX just recently. Mineable, right? I started watching the first few minutes, and where'd it go? I know, dang, he makes a lot of videos. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. I just had started it, and I don't remember what happened, but I'm gonna check it out to see what the updates are for ICX. My thing is, I just don't really invest into too many foreign projects because I can't keep up with the language barrier, especially Asian projects, because all of their media outlets are separate from ours. They don't have the same social medias. They're not on Twitter. They're blocked from it. They're blocked from Google. They're blocked from YouTube. They're blocked from Facebook. So a lot of the news that supposedly comes from China is fake news. So I don't think ICX is necessary. I think it's mainly a Korean project, but you know, I just take it slow when it comes to some of the Asian projects, you know. If we're all honest about a bunch of cryptocurrencies that need to get booted to the bottom of CoinMarketCap, how it even has the market cap, he has no idea. I feel you. And this is why I'm trying to be critical. This is why I'm such, like, I've been going in on Ethereum, because like I could really do DeFi on Ethereum. There's really a lot of companies that are working with Ethereum. We went through some of the big names that people know, the banks, you know, the Citibanks, you know, the Intels, the Microsoft companies, you know, even the JP Morgan Chase banks, and all of these different projects. So I mean, different big companies are working on enterprise for Ethereum. So you know, they're getting the support. I mean, we see the DeFi services just really work on it's mainly on Ethereum, man. And right now you could look at the rates. You could just start lending out some of your stable coins, your DAI tokens, your USDC tokens. See what the rates are right now. Hey, Rabenzo said, yo, set up a Monero wallet tonight or tomorrow. I'll send you a little bit of XMR tomorrow. Hey man, thank you very much. I'll definitely set that up. That's what's up, man. Thank you very much. That's two people that wanted to support me just for doing this Shill stream, man. I would, but low key be working for us every night. Thank you, man. Thank you very much, man. And Joseph Segati, I know you said you had sent some. Let me see if it even came through. Normally I get a notification. Some basic attention token. Let me see. If it's in my Uphold wallet, I'm gonna have to check it out. Yeah, so I didn't get anything in this wallet. If you did send it, make sure you send me the transaction hash or ID or whatever, just so we're not trying to fool each other or anything like that, man. Silver Crypto, what's up, man? I didn't get to say what's up. Lance Doriel said, yeah, Justin Sun is a scam. He does do a lot of shady stuff, you know, plagiarizing the white paper for Ethereum. Doesn't hold to a couple of promises when he's shilling on Twitter. But I don't really hear a lot of complaints about using the Tron blockchain, and I don't really have any for myself so far. So, you know, that's all I could say. I'm gonna definitely set up that Monero wallet tonight, man. There was a web browser. There was like a website where you could like mine Monero right on the browser. I was doing that one time and then I just stopped because I felt weird. This was when I was new to crypto. I'm like, I don't know about this. Right before the last BTC happening in July 2016, alts pumped a lot. ETH went to $20 for the first time that May. Then the DAO hack happened. I think alts could pump before happening again. Probably can, man. I think that Ethereum is like the choice this year, though. I think most people are like, yo, they're kind of coming back to Ethereum because it's like all of the hey, thanks, man, for saying the stream was fire tonight. And yeah, I'll get out of here in a moment too. I was gonna be 30 minutes, but it seemed pretty fun. We had some good conversations tonight, man. But I do think that people are gonna like go back to, oh wow, DAI 6.6% on Fulcrum. I think that people are gonna go kind of back to Ethereum, man. Like a lot of people started, you know, jumping into the promise of these alts and they just haven't been delivering. Meanwhile, Ethereum, they left Ethereum because most of the people that got in 2017 or prior, all they had was Ethereum as a smart contract platform and looked forward to the promises of the new smart contract platforms. And most of them have either not been delivering or haven't even started at all. And Ethereum, all that's been happening with Ethereum is you left it at a certain point maybe, and now it's just better. Actually, it's only gotten a little bit better. So a lot of people are like, you know what, man, Ethereum's not so bad anymore, man. Like, works a little bit faster than it used to, you know, and the upgrades have been actually happening. So D-Wave asked what's up with BNB chain. It's centralized right now. Like, they claim it to be centralized. They know they have like a certain amount of nodes that run the network, and Binance owns most of them. So I don't think people are really like too into BNB coin or chain, excuse me. But a lot of coins are launching on the Binance blockchain because they're then getting listed onto the Binance decentralized exchange, which I think is like not the best reason to be launching on Binance chain, but I think they use the same technology as Cosmos. So I don't know, it seems like a pretty solid project. BTC is the crypto safe haven. ETH is like the altos in safe haven for those willing to dip into alt again after the 2017-18 bubble. Yeah, I think so too, but I think that Ethereum got really close to flipping Bitcoin, and I think that as people kind of get bored with crypto, or bored with Bitcoin and actually are using Ethereum, they're gonna start they might start turning to Ethereum, man. Robenzo said he feels most of the coins moved over to BNB chain for a quick pump and dump. That too, man. Like, that too. I believe that too. Once we get like right here, like liquidity gets tough on the first page. So a lot of people did just go to Binance chain so they could have, you know, some pumping going on. V-Chain is also another Asian project, so I just kind of just, like I said, obviously it has nothing to do with, you know, me not liking any place in the world or anything like that. It's just I can't keep up with the news properly, and I don't like that. But it seems like V-Chain, I know Walmart did like some type of partnership with them, but like partnership has been blown out of proportion. I think that really happened with because of XRP. Ripple announced so many partnerships, Tron, so many partnerships, when partnerships could really just be like, hey, we're working on solutions for supply chain management, and maybe we can partner together and figure out some solutions. That doesn't mean that, hey, I want to use your technology to solve this problem, or hey, you use my technology to solve this problem. It just means we're partnering. So we don't know what the terms of partnerships can be. However, I do think Walmart might actually be using V-Chain a little bit, but it's only in Asia. So that's all I know for now, man. Anyway, man, look, you know, there's so much to talk about in crypto on a regular basis. We could probably go on all night. Obviously, I'm back doing this again tomorrow, so if you guys are willing to come back to the Shill stream, it was only supposed to be 30 minutes, but I had a lot of fun tonight, you know, being tough on these altcoins, even on Bitcoin today. You know, I wasn't very tough on Ethereum, but I'll probably do some research just so I could be tough on Ethereum. H Boogie, you came through last minute, man, right when I'm about to get out of here, man. So, but I'm glad you got to pop in. Let me shout everybody out and I'm gonna go, man. Lodak, thank you. H Boogie, Lance, Rubenzo, Joseph, Say Gotti, Mastermind, D-Wave, Silver Crypto. Man, there's actually quite a few, man. Piffy Coins, Matt Sandstrom, Jonathan Del Rio, Crypto Fees, Josh M. Let's see. Start small, think big. Happy Lux. Yup. All right, I think we got mostly everybody. There might be somebody else. Oh, the Crypto Type had jumped in earlier. Sean, can't forget about you. Flashless Smoke, man. This was a very fun stream. I'll see you guys on the next video. I am out of here. Peace.